What's going on, guys? JPB2 here. Hope you guys are enjoying your Wednesday. And for today's matchup, we have an Adventure Pranks versus a branded Despia, with my opponent playing branded Despia going first. Now, before the game begins, I would like to take a moment to apologize for not being able to stream or upload any YouTube videos for 2 days. It was because yesterday when I woke up with 103 degrees temperature and it was a really bad fever. Thankfully, it's not the corona. The fever is still there, but as you guys can tell from my voice, I do apologize about my voice as well. If it breaks up, I cannot edit out all these things, so I really do apologize about it. And yes, I'm all fine now. I'm taking the medications and we're all good to go. So that being said, let's get on with the gameplay. Now, this guy was not playing the standard Despia. When I say standard Despia, I mean the branded Despia. He was playing an alternate version of it, which revolves around having flip card effects and going into the last warrior from another planet to lock your opponent out from special summon itself. So again, if you guys are new to Yu-Gi-Oh! Or Master Duel in general, in this specific meta, you cannot Ash Blossom this card, okay? You need to save your Ash Blossom for the branded fusion your opponent activates. So this is the card right here that you want to Ash Blossom. If your opponent activates Allure or Fright for Patchwork, do not Ash Blossom that. Do not Ash Blossom the Allure Surge as well. Save your Ash for this specific card. This card allows them to put so much stuff on the field, it's ridiculous. It's a broken card which should be semi or limited in my opinion, but let's see what Konami does with this. So he activates this, we activate our Ash Blossom in the hopes of negating this card. It goes through to my surprise, so it negates the Ash, but this guy had hard started with a Despian Theater in his hand as well. So he activates the Theater, goes into the Masquerade, the Blazing Dragon, i.e. the Tax Dragon as most people know it, because it burns you for 600 life points before you could even activate any card and put it on the field. Basically, this card states that before your opponent does anything, they have to pay 600 life points. And this effect activates before you could even activate a card. So if there's a card that heals you and you're at 600 or lower life points, you cannot activate that card because this requires to pay before you even activate the card, which prevents you from activating the card itself. Again, pretty busted. So on our turn, we are now, okay, before we go into our turn, let me tell you this. If you are a solid Prank Kids player, looking at this hand, you guys should understand. Now, when I looked at this hand, I knew instantly it was on stream. I knew instantly I could kill my opponent this turn itself. So in the comment section below, if you guys are watching this video, let me know if you figure out a way to OTK the opponent this turn itself with this specific hand, because I instantly figured it out if you guys can figure it out. So the play is this. First of all, we activate the Imperm to Imperm the Tax Dragon so it does not keep burning us over and over. Now, I know for a fact that this card set right here is a branded opening. So I'm not worried about Call by the Grave. I was worried about Ash Blossom or Nib, but that would not matter as well. I could still make plays even if the opponent nibs me, even if the opponent Ash Blossom me. So that was all okay and well in my opinion. I was worried, however, about Maxi, but this card was not Maxi, which was good for us. So keep digging into our combo. We chain block our first graveyard activation, and keep in mind, guys, since he has an Allure in the graveyard, you need to understand something. If you bounce or kill a monster, a fusion monster on the field, the opponent can bring the Allure back from the graveyard onto the field and negate one monster you control. So you have to keep that effect in the back of your mind when your opponent does have an Allure in the graveyard, and if you want to play around the negate that it does provide when it comes on the field. So with this, we send a copy of plays to the grave. We search for plays as well. We do not need to tribute the Doodle-Doo to get the plays from the graveyard into our hand, because we already have all the cards we required in our hand. So with the place we activated, we search for Roxy's, go into our second copy of Doodle-Doo to burn our opponent for 500, then go into Roxy's, go into Bow Wow. We're going to activate Roxy's, banish the Roxy's we searched with our plays from our hand. Now this Roxy's banish is with a purpose, okay? It's not just a willy-nilly banish, because we want to activate the Nemeses flag on our hand. The way I run prank hits is with the Nemeses tech, which allows you to recycle your banished monster, i.e. your Meowmoo and your Enchantress. They're both at 1 right now, so Nemesis engine allows you to recycle them, go into them over and over again. So that's the reason why we are banishing a monster over anything else from our hand. We get a special, we activate the flag, recycle our Roxy's, and this flag will search us for our corridor. Now you guys might be wondering, Jay, how can you lethal your opponent this turn itself if you cannot put corridor on the field because you have no banished monsters in your banish pile? Well, to answer that, it's pretty simple. We activate pranks, we discard a card, prank his card from our hand, get a token, and yes, you guys already know what play this will be. It's the unicorn into access code play. Access code will be banishing cards from our graveyard, i.e. the link monster with different attributes to pop our opponent's card, which will getting us more monsters in your banishment pile to recycle with the corridor. So the corridor will be coming on the field, and that goes into Colossus, and Colossus will be enough to lethal our opponent. Now another thing you guys have to keep in mind over here is that, again, as I told you guys before, if you bounce or kill this card or through battle or card effects, the looper in the graveyard will be coming on the field and negating one monster on your side. So if you pop this card with access code, a looper will come on the field and negate your access code, meaning that you cannot pop cards afterwards and your access code does end up going down to 2.3k attack. So we do not want that to happen. So instead of bouncing this card, which is branded opening, we have to bounce this card to force the looper to come from the graveyard and onto the field. And yes, you guys are seeing it right, he is playing the flip card effects. As I told you guys, he's playing an alternate version of branded Despia. So that's exactly what we do. Now the opponent did have a window. We know for a fact that this card is a branded opening, right? We know that he searched for it in the main phase 1 with his looper search. So he had a window to activate the branded opening and put a Dramaturge on the field. If you put Dramaturge on the field, what he could have done is activated Dramaturge, since we do have link monsters on the field, to negate my access code once it comes on the field. This dude basically ended up missing his Dramaturge window to negate our access code. So as you guys see, he puts the looper on the field on the bounce of the Tax Dragon, negates my copy of Anzi's on the field. We don't care about that. We go into access code. Access code activates, we target, to which he responds with a branded opening. Now again, this guy instantly missed out on the chance to use the Dramaturge. Like, he missed out on the opportunity completely. Once the access code hits the field, that's done. He has to do it before the access code does come on the field. He puts a copy of Tragedy for some reason. I'm okay with that. With the access code, we start banishing cards, start popping our opponent's cards. We don't care about the Tragedy searching for a looper. We are going to kill our opponent this turn itself. And as you guys saw, we did get our monsters banished out. That means this corridor from our hand is activatable now. We put the corridor on the field, and seeing this, my opponent just instantly scoops. He knows the game's done. That's it. GG's. That's going to be it for today's game, guys. If you guys do enjoy this kind of videos, please consider hitting the like button, subbing to my channel for more daily prank and video uploads. If you guys are interested in the live version of all of this, I do live stream on Twitch, twitch.tv/jpduel. Link along with my schedule and a link to my Discord will be in the video description itself for you guys to check out. This is JPduel signing off for today. I'll be seeing you all in the next video. Peace.